for the first time on YouTube. Hello, hello, hello. I hope that I am going to get some people on here and get some questions because I'm asked almost daily about how to start modeling later in life, in your middle years, as I like to say. So I should put a little bit of powder on my face to stop glaring there. Happen to have a little bit. You can see I didn't do a test. I've just come from a stretching class, only managed half of it. Anyway, I hope that you are going to ask some questions. I started modeling with, that picture there, when I was 54. And I was invited to London to cast for a job that was going to be in British Vogue, full page, and it ended up being there in the first year 8 times. So that was my first modeling job, and it was one of the best days of my life. I had never modeled before, um, and that was how it began. People ask how to start modeling, and I think probably the best advice or how it worked for me was to find photographers, find makeup artists and stylists who need pictures for their portfolios. So you are all in the same boat. You all need pictures of different genres. And there will be people in your area wherever you live. You can go to a university maybe to find a student photographer, or you can go to agencies and find out if they have anybody who's trying to add pictures to their portfolio. Um, and then just get out there, take selfies. I am of the age where we didn't take selfies, and um, that is quite hard. It is quite hard getting your phone out in public um, and taking pictures of yourself. It doesn't come easily, but it has to be done. So take pictures of yourself, get to know which is your right side, which way to stand, whatever makes you feel good, and you just need to start getting confidence. Many people who message me have modeled before in their youth and want to get back into it. So you just need lots of photographs. I thought, having done this incredible shoot, that was it. I was a model. It wasn't quite like that. I took the pictures to agencies and said, um, you know, I didn't say they were amazing pictures, but I felt the first time in my life it actually felt beautiful. Um, but they weren't quite enough. They said, have you got anything else? And I didn't. So that's what I had to work on. And you don't want to look the same in every shoot that you do. So take pictures like this. Take pictures all dressed up. Take pictures with makeup, without makeup. At the gym, just get used to being in front of a phone, a camera. And that's really the best advice that I can give. So you've got your shots. As far as model agencies go, I don't know. I have been to many model agencies and the majority are not interested. In Europe, there are many other great models. In the Middle East, not so many. Europe, I imagine there are many. Paris, Milan, Germany also, I think. But remember, in our age, in your middle years, which I believe I am in my middle years, I'm 60, but if I'm going to live until I'm 100, which is my aim, then I'm in my middle years. So if you're in your middle years and I can't remember, I've lost my flow. Where was I going with that? I wish you guys would answer some questions. I'm asked questions all the time and nobody's here asking questions. Put it in the chat if you do have anything to ask. Um, so where was I going? Bit of brain fog going on here. Um, Agencies. I didn't have any luck with many agencies, especially in London. They were really not very interested in me. Um, Europe, I have had an agency in Paris. I think I probably still have. I'm probably still on their books. A couple in Germany, and I do have an agent in England, but you can just sit on their books and nothing comes of it. I now have an agent who actively finds jobs for me, but it isn't necessarily modeling jobs. It's quite a lot of Instagram, but you have to want it. You have to be hungry. You have to be excited. We are all individuals, and that's what I was saying, isn't it? We are so individual at our age. We aren't like the generation of brown haired 30-year-olds. Oh, thank you. That's a good question. Um, we aren't like that. We are so individual. I think that we bring our own individuality to each job that we go to. So that is what we have above the younger generation, I believe. Also, having started later, each job is very exciting, and I think that being excited when you get to a job, I think it shows in your eyes, and you can't buy that. You are either excited and happy, or you aren't. So what was my favorite project or collaboration so far? Well, it has to be the number one, Rosemary Water, because that was my first baby. And as I said, I felt more beautiful doing that than I did on my wedding day. Um, I think I love every job because they are all individual. I don't even really like to know much about a job before I go to it, because um, if I plan it, if I work too hard, this is especially with speaking, I get all dithery and I can't remember, and so I kind of like to wing it. Um, uh, and I think it comes across well because it makes you very authentic. Um, what else about modeling? What else do I get asked? Um, Size. I think personally, I think size matters. I think I don't necessarily think healthy at any size is correct. Um, and I think it's a very dangerous road to go down, teaching our children that it's okay to be overweight. Unless you get a visceral fat scan, you don't really know what's going on in your body, even if you um, can exercise or whatever. So I think size matters. I like being slim. It means that I can wear many model size clothes. Um, Skin is really important, and I think a good routine, it doesn't have to be double cleansing, it doesn't have to be anything expensive. Really use what you like using. But I'm using Pond's cream at night at the moment. I go through phases of using Vaseline or Avene, um, but that is what I use. Today I'm using a tinted moisturizer. That is all I'm using. Um, a tinted moisturizer, I think it's Gloop. I will add it to the blurb at the end. A lip gloss and mascara. And this is a Gucci mascara. I'm really happy with this. I've never used it before. Um, I'm a lover of Botox. I haven't had Botox for about a year. I definitely feel like I need some. Um, but do what makes you happy, really. Look after your skin. I didn't really start looking after my skin until I was 50. I didn't know anything about menopause, didn't go on HRT until I was in my 50s. Um, but also I guess that does help give you confidence. If you've lost a bit of confidence in your middle years, then HRT can help with that. So make sure you've got a good doctor on Instagram. In highlights, I have a list of doctors from all over the world who are recommended HRT people. Um, so we've got the medication sorted out, we've got the skin sorted out. Um, I think maybe that's it. So I maybe we'll leave it there and do this again and see if anyone else wants to join. Maybe it's a bad time of day, so perhaps we could try an evening one. So let me know what you would like to hear about, when you would like to hear about it, and we will do our best. This is our first live on YouTube. Thank you for joining me.